Alrighty, today I'm filling up my barrel full of hot water. I let it soak all night long. I've just put about 20 gallons in here, and I'm just going to give it a stir. I won't stir it anymore. I'll just let it ferment after today. Alright, give it a quick stir. Now over here, we've got our boiling water again today. We'll put in some more hot water in it. I like to put the hot water in, it helps melt the sugar. I'll put half the sugar in today and the other half in tomorrow. So here's about 5 more gallons of water here going in. Hot water. We'll do another 5 real quick. While that's filling up over there, I'll go ahead and dump 25 pounds of sugar in here. $14 at the Walmart. You need warm water to get your yeast kicking. This water here is too hot. But again, I've got enough hot water in here now that it's going to melt my sugar. And I will top the rest of it off with a garden hose until you can hold your arm in there about up to here. I mean, you can use a thermometer and get it to whatever your yeast is recommended temperature. But as long as it doesn't scald your arm about halfway in, you can go ahead and throw your yeast in, or again, use the recommended temperature depending upon what type of yeast you're using. I'm just going to do the old, it's too hot now, but in a couple minutes with some water from the garden hose, if it's just fine, I'll go ahead and add my yeast. Alright, the last of the water from the boiler. It's again, you can heat up 50 gallons of water in the boiler if you wanted to, to get the whole thing hot, but that just takes forever. So about 25-30 gallons here of warm water, and I'll top it off with the garden hose, and then we'll throw some yeast in here in a minute. Well, I filled my barrel. I probably got, I don't know, maybe 45 gallons in here. I don't want to fill the still completely to the top. I want to give it some room, to breathe and expand and everything. Here's my yeast here. It's a turbo yeast I've got with AG from Mile High Distilling. I've not tried turbo yeast before, but with an increased yield. Again, this is just moonshine corn liquor. I'm not trying to build a crafted quality bourbon or anything like that. So, anyway, we're at the right temperature. It's just lukewarm. I'm going to sprinkle this on here over the top of it, and let it do its thing. If you have any rye, I've ordered some rye ground up. Of course, I would, after the yeast gets kicking, I top it with rye. They say it helps form the bead and also helps to keep some of the heat in the alcohol. So I really don't, you don't need an airlock or anything like that, or to put a lid on it if you're making corn liquor. This isn't wine or anything like that. So I'm going to put my lid on it very loosely because I don't want flies or squirrels or groundhogs or anything like that to come in here and die. So I'm going to put my lid on. I'm just going to leave it loose in the front here so it can breathe. And I'll come back in a couple hours and we'll check it out, see how it's doing. And then again, after this ferments here for a while and gets started, probably maybe tomorrow in the afternoon, I'll put another 20 pounds of sugar in it, and that'll really get it kicking and rolling. and then wait 7 to 8 days, and it's still city. Thank you for your support.